it's me again, your favorite music teacher. Let's get started. Are you ready to say hello? Hello. I hope you said hello. If you didn't, we're going to do it one more time. Here we go. Okay, my friends, we are here today to talk about the continent of South America. That's the continent you are studying. And we are going to travel to the country on that continent called Peru. So let's get started. Okie dokie. So Peru. Isn't that pretty? These are some mountains in Peru, and because of the type of rock and mineral they look like a rainbow, which is awesome. Okay, so first thing we need to figure out, where is Peru? So if you look up here, where we are is circled in red, and Peru is all the way down here in yellow. So you would have to fly to get to Peru. You could drive if you wanted to. You would have to drive across the country, all the way down to Mexico, through Central America, over the Panama Canal, all that. It would take you forever. So you're better off to just fly. So let's take a closer look at Peru. This is what Peru looks like. On one side, there is the ocean. And then on the other side is Brazil over here and some other countries. Now, Peru has some really famous mountains called the Andes, and they are right here. If you see this tannish color and this white color, that is all of the Andes mountains. So you have to cross over the mountains to get to the ocean, which is usually not how it is. Usually you don't have to cross mountains to get to the ocean. So the Andes, because there's so many of them and they take up so much of Peru, they actually influence a lot of the culture in Peru. So let's take a look at some of the instruments. Now, some of these instruments are going to be from ancient times, from the Incas, which are the native people that lived in Peru, and then some are going to be newer instruments. So the first one we're looking at is a type of flute. Now, this flute is like the flute that we learned about when we learned about the Cherokee. Pretty much the same. It was made out of whatever they could find, and it sounds the same. Okay, next one is these drums. Now, these drums are interesting because they are made from puma skin. Now, a puma is basically a cougar that lives in the Andes Mountains. So think about a cougar that we're used to seeing, or a mountain lion. So we learned that people used all that they had. So they would hunt the puma, they would eat the meat from the puma, and then they would take the skin and make drums out of it. But this drum is a little different because you don't hit it with your hand. If you see, it has two strings on it, and those strings have like beads. So what you do is you twist the drum and the beads sling and hit the head of the drum, and that's how you make the sound. Pretty cool. That one is from the Andes Mountains. So let's see what's next. Okay, we've got a pan flute. Now the pan flute was used by the ancient Incas, but it also can be found in Africa. So you've learned that we had slavery in America. Well, they had the same thing in South America. They would bring slaves from Africa over during colonial times, and they would use them as labor. Now, pan flutes can also be found in Africa. So most likely it was brought over by the slaves. So far, the flute and this drum here are both from ancient Inca times, the native people that lived in Peru. And then the pan flute can be traced back to the ancient Incas and to the slaves that came over. So next we have this horn down there, and that horn is actually made of clay, I believe, but they can also be made out of ram's horn, so like big mountain goats, basically, that lived in the Andes. They would take them and take the horn after they ate the mountain goat, and they would take the horn just like they did with the puma, and they would make an instrument out of it. Okay, the last one we have is this one up here. Now, this instrument is a little newer. It's called a cajon. Can you say cajon? Now, cajones are from Africa. So these were brought over by the slaves, and it is a wooden box. And this one was actually used in colonial times, but it's also used today. Like, you will find cajones in a lot of bluegrass music, which is music that you typically hear up here in the mountains. I have a cajon with me, actually. I have this at school. This is a child's cajon because you see it's not very big. They come in different sizes depending on how old you are. So you guys could use this one pretty easily. I can't because it's sort of small. But the way a cajon works is it is hollow inside. So you see there's a hole. This is completely hollow. So it's got sides like a cube. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides and a hole in it. And how you play it is you sit on top like this, and I will show you. You sit on top, and then you can hit the sides. So our sides sound different. You've got this one, and then you've got this one. Now, because they're made out of different material, they sound different. So this is like a drum. It is used to keep the beat. Cajon. So that is all of the instruments that we have in Peru. There are a ton of more, but that's all the ones we're going to learn about. So let's take a look at the song we're going to learn today. Okay, so this is actually a rhyme. It is a jump rope rhyme. So if you've ever been in gym with Mr. Miller and you have been jumping rope and you say a rhyme to help you jump rope, that's what this is. This one is in Spanish because in Peru, they speak Spanish. But here's the thing. It's not, my friends that speak Spanish, some of it might sound different because just like how we use words in North Carolina that some people don't use, like we say y'all, in the North, they don't say that. So just like with English, the language we speak, Spanish is the same way. There are certain words in certain parts of the world that speak Spanish and they don't say the same words. So this is Spanish from Peru, so it might sound different, okay? And it is about a little apple. It's really silly, but it's fun. So if you look in the blue over here, I've got the words in English, and it's little apple from Peru. How old are you? I don't know yet, but soon I will know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So because we are talking about Peru, we are going to learn it in Spanish, okay? So this is what it sounds like all together, and then we're going to learn it. Manzanita del Perú, ¿cuántos años tienes tú? Todavía no lo sé, pero pronto lo sabré. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, are you ready? So repeat after me. Manzanita. Manzanita del Perú. Manzanita del Perú. Okay. ¿Cuántos años tienes tú? ¿Cuántos años tienes tú? ¿Cuántos años tienes tú? Okay, let's do both of those parts together. Now, you know, anytime in this video, if you are still struggling with the words, you can always go back, okay? Or you can pause and practice, okay? So let's try both of those parts together. Say it with me. 1, 2, here we go. Manzanita del Peru, ¿cuántos años tienes tú? One more time. 1, 2, here we go. Manzanita del Perú, ¿cuántos años tienes tú? Okay, pretty good so far. Let's look at the next part. Repeat after me. Todavía. Oh, todavía, my bad. Todavía. No lo sé. Todavía no lo sé. Todavía no lo sé. Pero pronto lo sabré. Pero pronto lo sabré. And then we're going to count to 10 in Spanish. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's try the todavía no lo sé, pero pronto lo sabré part, and then count to 10, okay? So do it with me. 1, 2, here we go. Todavía no lo sé, pero pronto lo sabré. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Can you bob your head with me as we do this? We're going to do it to our steady beat, okay? So let's try the whole thing together. Like I said, if you're like, I just don't get it, then go back and practice. Okay, 1, 2, here we go. Manzanita del Perú, ¿cuántos años tienes tú? Todavía no lo sé, pero pronto lo sabré. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, one more time, and then we will play the game that goes with it. Okay, 1, 2, here we go. Manzanita del Perú, ¿cuántos años tienes tú? Todavía no lo sé, pero pronto lo sabré. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this is a jump rope song. So I'll tell you how to play it with the jump rope, but we're not going to do that today because I don't have a jump rope. So if you were going to play this as a jump rope rhyme, you're going to jump rope as you say all the words. So you have to do it to the beat. So every time you jump, 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 it's like you're keeping a steady beat, which is why I told you to bob with me, okay? Now, when you get to the part where you're counting to 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, what you do is you stop jumping and freeze on whichever number is your age. So if you are 4, you would stop when we say 4. If you are 7, you'd stop when we say 7, whatever age you are, okay? If your age, like mine, is not on here, then you keep jumping, okay? Today, though, we're going to play a different game with this. So you are going to stand up and you are going to hop you're going to hop instead of jump rope. You're going to hop the steady beat, and I'm going to help you keep the steady beat with my cajon because we're in Peru. And you, when we get to the part where we're counting to 10, you're going to pick a number to freeze on. Now, I am going to pick a number. And at the end of the song, if you froze on that number, then you win and you get to pick the next number that we freeze on, okay? Now, if we were in class, we could have a lot of fun playing this. So right now, I'm just gonna do the picking. And if you pick the wrong number, then you're out, okay? But not really, you can keep going, okay? So you're gonna stand up, go ahead and stand up. And you're gonna hop the steady beat once we get singing. Go ahead and pick a number that you want to freeze on. And I'm going to go ahead and pick the magic number. Okay, I got my magic number. Let me get my cajon ready. Here's your steady beat. Let's slow it down. Here we go. Manzanita del Perú, ¿cuántos años tienes tú? Todavía no lo sé, pero pronto lo sabré. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, if you froze on 5, then you're the winner. If you did it, you're out, okay? Pretty simple. We're gonna do it again. I'm gonna pick a different number, okay? Let's see. Go ahead and pick your number while I pick mine. Okay, I got my number. You ready? I'll get our steady beat going. Hop, 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 hop. 1, 2, say the words with me, please. Manzanita del Perú, ¿cuántos años tienes tú? Todavía no lo sé, pero pronto lo sabré. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, the magic number was 9. If you froze on 9, then you're the winner. If you didn't, you're out. Just kidding. Okie dokie, are you ready? We're gonna speed this up a little bit. This is our new steady beat. Hop, 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 hop. 1. That's our new steady beat. Okay. Pick your magic number while I pick mine. Okay, I got mine. Here we go. Hop, 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 hop. 1, 2. Here we go. Manzanita del Perú, ¿cuántos años tienes tú? Todavía no lo sé, pero pronto lo sabré. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The magic number was 2. Okay, you can keep on playing this game if you would like to. And you could play with your family if you wanted to. You take turns picking the number. So that is our song from Peru today. One last thing. Whoop. Here we go. Okay, I have a challenge for you guys. So if you see these red letters right here, it says Instruments of the World website. So this is a website that is above this video on your Google site, okay? And you click on it and it takes you to a map and you click South America. I want you to find an instrument from South America that you like, okay? So you found your instrument. Then you go back to your Google site and you look below this video And it looks like this. It is a Google form that says instruments of the world. And I want you to tell me about your instrument. So you're going to click on it and you are going to put in your name, your teacher, which continent we are learning about, which is South America. And then you're going to tell me the name of your instrument, okay? And you can tell me a little bit about your instrument if you would like to, or why you like it, okay? So when you get done with this video, you're going to click above, go to Instruments of the World website. You're going to find your instrument, and then you're going to click below this video, and you are going to put in your favorite instrument from South America in the Google form. Pretty simple. Okay, I have had so much fun with you guys learning about South America. I will see you next time when we learn about a different continent. Bye!